original decision to put a metal roof on the bridge will stand as originally approved. Any discussion on that? You comfortable with that?
I'm comfortable with that.
Very good. Item number 8, discussion and possible action regarding covered bridge lane property regarding the survey. Ron, do you have anything to add to this other than what? Okay.
No!
So I'd like to make a statement because there seems to be some confusion. There is many comments and opinions on the UFO monument and its location. The board would like to state that the decisions on monument and location are board decisions. The town administrator does not have the authority to make these decisions on this issue, nor has she.
Yes!
The board has been informed of all communications regarding the monument. Membership on the board has changed in the last 2 years, and decisions regarding the monument have not changed. Placing ice or using town-owned property without permission of the board will not be allowed.
I wholeheartedly support that statement.
Meaning?
The next item is number 8, discussion and possible action regarding the covered bridge lane property. Did I just do that one?
You did that one.
Sorry. I'm repeating myself now. So number 9 is discussion and action regarding donation of land to the town. Rhonda, do we not have enough information?
Can we table this one for a future meeting?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Ugh.
Item number 10 is discussion and possible action regarding planning commission for the school merger. We did receive a letter from Berkshire Hills Regional School District announcing that they would have an interest in working with the member towns to discuss merger. They're going to be looking for representatives from the towns and the school districts to serve on that committee, and I would be happy to serve as
Sorry about this, guys. I
Board of
can't
Selectmen
record it
member
off my
on that
screen and it won't go on
I'd like to
big
nominate
screen.
Nadine Halver to act on the board, the planning group with regard to the potential school merger.
I think
We
she's
can't
just had
really
her wrist
discuss that. We
slapped
can't vote on
without...
that tonight, can we? I can't vote on it for myself.
Oh, that's true. I'll withdraw that motion.
We'll skip over that one,
Okay.
too.
But I
It's
would
not
like to
skipping
mention that I
over.
would be interested in serving as an alternate if you are so
Sounds
inclined.
like a perfect solution. We'll ask Renee to put that on our next agenda. Item number 11 is discussion and possible action regarding hazard mitigation grant program. Martin, I understand this was something you wanted to discuss.
Yeah, Mark Stinson, our Western Mass circuit rider, brought it to the attention of the Conservation Commission this week that the Massachusetts Emergency Management Agency has extended the deadline for the Hazard Mitigation Grant Program to July 12, 2019.
Rhonda, I believe.
And after I took a look at our recent hazard mitigation plan and looked at some of the items in
Can't
the
wait to
action
hear her
table,
announcement.
there are some areas that I think
she's just been told off.
should consider
I think.
working within that deadline, potentially
Oh, sorry about
to
this, guys.
submit a
Should've put it
grant
on my tripod,
for
really.
either for some of the infrastructure.
Just
that
found
may
it
not
just
have
before it
been
was about to
addressed in
start,
prior,
damn it.
Grants or in prior work that we've done. But there's also some considerations in that table with regard to sheltering in place, as well as potential sources of supplies, food and supplies, and water and so forth in the event of a serious hazard. So all of those are potentially funded by this grant program, and I would be happy to work on it with the board's approval and working with Rhonda.
My only concern, and I think this is a wonderful opportunity for us to work on this, is that as I was meeting with Rhonda today to discuss this item, we currently have 7 grants.
She doesn't look very
that she's
happy. I think she's
managing
seriously
right
been
now.
told off. She bloody needs to be as
And I'm
well.
just not sure that we can juggle one more grant. It's not so much the writing of it.
She
it's
looks
the
like she's
managing
hanging
of
her
it
head in
after the
shame,
money
to be
comes
honest.
in. Is there a deadline on when that money has to be used by?
It is within 1 year, so.
What's your
Could
opinion?
Martin and I sit down and explore it a little further?
Absolutely.
That would be a good idea.
Because there'll be enough time before the
Got that
deadline
voice.
for us to discuss this again.
Yes, good.
Okay, very good.
Oh, Rhonda, you naughty lady.
Item number 12 is action on highway road materials bid. Rhonda?
Huh?
This is the bid that we put out with New Marlboro.
Oh, really? Bid. You like
and
bids, don't you, Rhonda?
So they have handled all of the paperwork and sent the bid out for highway materials. And we received bids back from Century Aggregates and Joe Wilkinson Excavating Incorporated. So there's a mixture of who's high and who's low where. So if you'd like me to read down the list, I certainly will for awarding purposes. So crushed stone 3/8 inch Wilkinson. For crushed stone 3/4 inch Century. For 1 to 1.5 inch crushed stone is Century. Washed stone is Wilkinson. 3-inch minus crushed stone Century. All of the gravel, there's 3 different sizes of gravel. The Wilkinson was the low bidder on all of those. Crushed stone dense grade mix, there's 3 different sizes. Century is low on all 3 of those. The riprap, the 6-inch riprap, if it's picked up, if the town goes there and picks it up, Century is the lowest bidder, but if it's
Century, your
delivered, then
husband's
Wilkinson
company,
is
by the
the
chance,
lowest bidder.
Rhonda?
So if you're so inclined to award tonight, I
Oh, I have to
would
look
do
into
that
that,
just
but
that
it
way. If they want to pick it up, they can do that. Gravel, again, bank run gravel is Wilkinson. Excuse me. Crushed coarse winter sand is Wilkinson. And then fill and topsoil are both Century.
Century or Wilkinson.
Well, I just need a motion to
Got a
accept.
screen grab of your husband's
those
companies
bids
and
as
his
presented.
relation to
I
them. I'll have
make a
look at
motion to
that.
accept those bids as presented by Rhonda.
Second? Any further discussion?
So she's got
All those in
complete
favour?
control of the contracts. Are you kidding me?
Item number 13 is action on a curb cut application. So it looks like a new driveway on Valley View Road.
Oh, new driveway. Oh,
Looks like both the chief and Ed Pickert have reviewed it,
Correct.
so it looks like it's fine. So I'll need a motion to
I make a
approve.
motion that we accept the street curb cut.
they
permit
love concrete in
application,
that town, don't they? They just loving their
submitted by
concrete.
William Ritt for 1400 Ashley Falls Road, for the new driveway
On Valley View Road.
on Valley View Road.
Second. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Item number 14 is action for an alternate for the Rest of River organization.
I know that this is going to be an unusual situation where Martin will be able to vote on his own appointment, but we need to have a representative in the room for Rest of River. And so that's why it's on here tonight, that Martin be allowed to go to the meeting on Thursday, I believe, in
It is,
Stockbridge at 9 o'clock. So it's a bit unusual, but I'm asking that you just go ahead and make the motion and
Okay.
second and take that vote.
So I'll make a motion that Martin be able to serve as the alternate for the Rest of River group.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Item number 15, update on Ranapo Road. Rhonda.
It's a very short update on Ranapo Road, but the project has been moving along. They do have the road closed this week. I can't give a date on when that road might be open again, but they are moving along. I know they've worked with Bob to make sure that he has access to his fields whenever he needs to. So has everything been going okay? Yeah. Perfect. Good. So hopefully it'll be finished in the next couple of weeks, and we'll be able to open it again.
Where's the monument, Rhonda?
Selectmen's items. Martin? I have one item. I was approached by a citizen who has great concerns over the most recent accident at the intersection of 7 and Berkshire School Road. And she has contacted Smitty Pignatelli with regards to what can be done. Obviously, we've already discussed that whole speed situation since the unfortunate death of Jillian Seidel. And this woman has been given some information by Smitty with regards to some alternate options we might be able to present to the state. So I would very much like to ask that this be put on our next agenda for a full board discussion, so that we can support the citizens who are taking action by writing to the state.
Agreed.
That's all I have. Town administrator items.
I have a couple. First of all, I'd like to just say that Pat and Eric Carlson have donated labor and parts to fix a problem at the senior center where the condensation was dripping out of the back through a pipe and it was rotting away the siding. And so they have worked to get that fixed for us. And we received an invoice today
Rhonda,
showing how
comment
much
about
it
the
cost
monument.
and then showing the donation. So it was a total of $297. So I've written a letter of thanks and would like you to vote on Renee, or Nadine signing it in Renee's absence and sending it to the Carlsons.
I make a motion that we sign the letter of thanks to Pat and Eric Carlson for their donation to the senior center, to be signed by Nadine Halder.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
And the last thing that I have, if you all look at the photo here that's behind us, that was donated by Mr. Ed Davis. He took the photos and put it all together and then donated one here to the town and one to the senior
Oh, I'm
center.
turning my
at
camera. That was a bit
68,
freaky.
Main Street in Sheffield.
No, closed meeting. Why are there people in the
And I
audience?
would suggest maybe a letter to him as well.
I recommend a letter for a note of thanks for that lovely, is it actually a photograph?
It is.
It looks like a painting.
It does look
really
like a
does, yep.
And he framed it and
Wow.
got all the hardware on the back
Oh,
of it.
where's
for
the
him,
monument?
and he came in and explained everything and how it should be hung. And so
Oh,
it was
Rhonda,
a
where's the
really,
monument?
really nice donation.
I'll second that motion. Mr. Davis was my English teacher in high school. I had no idea he was such a talented
Who are those
photographer.
people in the audience?
That was a really long time ago, by the way.
Do you want the letter to reflect that?
No, but I might call him myself. Anything else, Rhonda?
No.
Okay.
What?
Public comments?
Come on. Someone. Anyone.
Yes, Mr. Kilmer. Oh my gosh, I forgot your name for a second.
Oh, that's quite all right.
It's a senior moment.
Kilmer, 1272 Rampo Road. Just some clarification, this UFO monument has been kind of a
Yes.
unusual thing. My understanding was it was placed there on town property without permission the first time, and was subsequently asked to be moved or removed. I was aware that it was moved to private property. Then after the survey, it was revealed that it was in a right-of-way that the town owns. Am I correct about this?
After the survey, the monument was on town property.
On town property, not on the right-of-way, on private property, but the town's right-of-way.
Correct.
Correct.
So, because, and I've only picked this up with social media and WSBS, it was told to me, which this is
Why is it gonna focus?
that it was still on private property, but in a right-of-way that the town owned.
It's not on private
And
property.
that spot was picked out by the town and marked out for it to be placed in that position.
Yes.
Well, the town actually moved it to where he thought it was on private property. And probably everything would have been just fine if the monument had been the only thing that was done over there. But whoever, I don't know who, has been adding lighting, benches, clearing land that the Conservation Commission did not approve in the wetlands for work to be done. So at that time, the town really felt that we needed a full survey to see what was where and had to get town council involved.
I totally agree, it should not be town property. I mean, we don't want the liability maintenance or any of the other issues.
And we can't allow people to just decide arbitrarily that they want to build a park somewhere because it could be on your front lawn or my front lawn.
I totally agree with that. My only question was, the way it was stated that the town said it could be placed there and then changed its mind.
No, we were never asked for permission to
Now,
place
who
it.
is it that actually owns the monument? Because I haven't heard any specific person take responsibility.
We don't really know yet who owns the
So there
monument.
isn't
What?
any specific
No.
person or entity that has taken responsibility for placement or maintenance or liability.
Right. We don't know who that party or those parties are at this stage.
There's one spokesman, and that's who we've been communicating with, but I don't know who actually owns the monument.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Pat?
Pat Levine, 261 East Main Street. I just wanted to know if there was any update on the bridge on 7th.
No.
They're working on it.
They are working on it. I can try and find out for you, Pat, what the status is on there.
Yes, sir.
My name is John Muller. I live at 1499 Gordon Street. And many of you probably aware they put in a new road last year. And since that new road has gone in, I've had to replace my driveway twice. My neighbor, 1491, has a tar and stone driveway. The stone is washing out.
What the hell was that about? We don't
I
know
had got
who
hold of the road
owns it.
Superintendent. I met with him one day. He
Oh, I hope
called in
this is recording
on the opposite
properly.
side of the road, and even without downpours happening, with the steady rains that we're getting, it's continuing to wash my driveway out. I'm kind of getting sick to the point where I don't want to fix my driveway anymore.
We'll take this under advisement and speak with that.
It's also washing out the gutter down around the corner of the lower end of the driveway, and that's how much water is down there. That's how much. There was a big pitch on the last roadway. And this road, they
Getting
made it
cramp in my
directly
hand.
flat when they repaved it.
We will discuss this with our highway superintendent. Thank you for bringing this to our attention.
Thank you.
Come on, someone else talk about the monument.
else?
Come on.
There being none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion that we adjourn.
They were telling people it was a
Second. All those
closed
in favor?
meeting, guys. They told Tom the doors were going to be locked. You bastards. Unbelievable.
Thanks, everybody, for coming.
Yeah, well, there'd be more if you didn't tell people it was a locked meeting. You sneaky bunch of slime bags.
In 2018, this number dropped to 40,000.
Scum.
Visitors, including...
Bloody scum.